I'm actually test driving this thing to lunch. Just want to share with you guys how well our Stage 1 twin turbo package performs and drives for these C8 Corvettes. So Jason will probably cut out a lot of the boring, just normal driving to lunch, but every once in a while when I get a good spot, I'm going to show you guys how well this thing drives and then how well it performs. Just short little bursts accelerating, as well as the nice turbo noises you hear from obviously the turbos and then the bypass valves. Taking off from stock. This one actually has a clutch in it. It takes off like a stock clutch does, shifts like factory. You really don't know anything's done to this thing. And then you can simply, just for fun, I'll just manually put it in third gear. Now they're testing the Blackwing right now. But let's say third gear. We're on an asphalt road, so traction control's probably gonna kick in a little bit, but much fun, and it sounds so good. The torque this thing makes right at the hit is so nice. There's no turbo lag when it comes to these vehicles. They're so much fun to drive. And to me, the best part, when I designed this back in 2020 when they first came out, my goal was to have, I did a lot of Lamborghinis back in 2008 to 2012. I did a lot of twin turbo Lambos, and they just, depending on what clutch we put in them, if they were 1,000 horsepower and less, they literally, we could get them to drive like stock. Obviously, y'all know the GM stuff, we put camshafts in them, so they're idling really rough with the chop and idle and so forth. So for the C8 platform, when it came out, I just remembered the Lambos that we used to build with stock camshafts in them, pretty much stock engines. We just put pistons and rods in them back in the day, and depending on, like I said, if we kept, if we did a modified stock clutch, they literally drove like stock. So my goal with the C8 platform was to try to build a car, a mid-engine car, GM Corvette that drove like stock until you got on it. And this is exactly what we have here. So again, I'm just driving this thing to lunch, making some test pulls. I'm logging it as I go. This thing, I want to say, made 650 something rear wheel horsepower on the dyno. Again, this is our Stage 1 twin turbo package. So Jason, like I said, will probably edit out me sitting here at a stoplight doing nothing, and then just show a few of the action shots when we can. I mean, I have this thing in sport mode. You can see it literally idles at, I mean, we're at 550 RPM right now. It idles like a stock car. If y'all hearing anything camming, it's from the Blackwing in front of us that makes, I think it just made right over 1,100 and something rear wheel horsepower. Pretty sick Blackwing. But again, driving this thing, again, most customers just do low rolls. They don't do crazy stuff, but just normal driving just shows you how smooth this thing is. And with the turbo kit on it, it does have obviously a lot louder exhaust. The turbos are essentially the mufflers. We do still run a high flow cat on it instead of the stock cats, so it does sound good. And hopefully we can get some space up here, and I'll make at least one more little rip before we get to lunch, and then I'll the only reason I'm doing this, guys, it's been raining a lot lately, so I have a little break in the weather, so I'm getting in what I can, and hopefully after lunch, still no rain, and I'll be able to get a little bit more action for you guys as well. But I at least wanted to get something in case it does rain the rest of the day. But like sitting here underneath the underpass, the bypass valves, oh, it sounds so good. Let's try second gear. You can see it spinning its ass off. engine's full right there. That's a mid-engine car with traction control on, and I'm sure if y'all were watching, y'all saw that traction control light just flashing all through second gear into third. It's just a blast to drive. And again, to be able for it to drive like a stock vehicle, man, that was my end goal. And when these things first came out, man, we were struggling just because of our hands being tied when it came to tuning these vehicles. So by putting an aftermarket computer on them, tricking the stock sensors, yes, we got them to work, but nowhere near what we have now today. Like, yeah, we set a world record with it. We went 8 seconds at, I think, 160 something miles an hour back, 2 or 3 years ago. But the drivability that we can do with these cars now that we are in the factory ECM tuning them, is night and day difference from where we were 2 years ago. And this car, if I haven't already said it, is just 93 octane. So when it comes to maintenance and your average customer, just put fuel in it and go. You have nothing to worry about. And if for some reason you are on the West Coast and need to run 91 octane, when you contact our sales staff, just let them know that, and we can tune it accordingly. And obviously the boost will do that accordingly as well. But all right, I'm almost to my nice restaurant where I get my good nutrients. Like I said, healthy Wendy's. My wife is gonna love it. I eat fast food way too much. That's how I keep my thin body, though. My wife will say, but your insides don't look like that. Just kidding, babe, I love you.
We are ready to hit it on the dyno. Frankie is hooking it up here. This is a hub dyno, so as you can see there are two pieces to attach to the hub there and also to the dyno hub, and they mate together and they're simply bolted.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Give it a like if you liked it so far. And please turn on bell notifications for future content, as we have cool stuff in the pipeline that you're going to want to see. And as always, please comment below.